All right, let's talk about building the perfect daily study routine for your English. If you've ever felt that motivation just disappear and you can't stay consistent, then this explainer is exactly what you need. We're going to break down a really simple but powerful structure that you can use every single day without ever feeling overwhelmed. So let's jump right in. Does this sound familiar? You really want to get better. You know you should practice, but actually starting just feels like this huge monumental effort. I promise you, this feeling is so common. Often the problem isn't you at all. It's that you don't have a clear, manageable routine. Staring up at the huge mountain called learning English can feel, well, daunting.
And that's the key word right there, daunting. It means something seems so big and intimidating that you don't even want to begin. So, what's the secret? Well, it's to break that one big, scary goal into tiny, easy steps that you can sprinkle throughout your day. Ready to build a routine that feels the opposite of daunting? Okay, let's do it.
First up, the morning. For me, this is the perfect time to tackle what can be one of the trickiest parts of learning a language. But first, quick question for you. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
An early bird just loves the morning, full of energy, while a night owl really comes alive after the sun goes down. But here's the thing, no matter which one you are, sometimes the morning is just not the time you want to be staring at a book or a screen. So, let's start with a different sense entirely, your hearing.
Let's be honest. For so many of us, listening is the hardest skill to master. It's a real challenge, and it's so easy to get discouraged. So our strategy is simple. Get the hardest thing done first. Knock it out first thing in the morning, feel that sense of accomplishment, and boom, you've set a positive tone for the entire rest of your day.
And hey, if you think listening is hard, you are in really good company. This quote from our source material is just so real. It says, "I was always petrified, really scared of the listening exams." It's a hard skill. It really is. So don't beat yourself up about it. See? It's a tough skill for everyone, so please don't be so hard on yourself. Instead, let's just make practicing it a simple morning habit.
So, how do we actually practice this in a way that works? Here is a simple two-step process that is just fantastic. Find a short audio clip that comes with a transcript. The first time through, just listen. Don't worry about understanding every word, just get the main idea. Then, on the second round, listen again. But this time, read along with the transcript. This tiny little trick can make a massive difference in your comprehension.
So what should you be listening to? The key is to find something short that you can listen to every day. Personally, I love the BBC's Quick Global News Update. It's only about 6 minutes long. Perfect. Or if you want something a bit longer, you cannot go wrong with Luke's English podcast. It's a classic for a reason. Just find one that you like and make it your new coffee buddy. Okay, you've conquered listening. High five. Now let's roll into Midday and tackle our next skill, speaking. Now I know what you're thinking, but I don't have anyone to practice with. Well, guess what? You don't actually need a partner to get better. Here are 2 incredible techniques you can do all by yourself. First is mimicking. Find a speaker you really like, listen to a short phrase, hit pause, and then repeat it. Try to copy everything, their pronunciation, their rhythm, their tone. The second technique is narrating. Just talk about what you're doing, out loud. I am now walking to the kitchen. I am opening the refrigerator. Yes, you might feel a little silly at first, but trust me, it's an amazing way to practice building sentences in real time. And I just love this creative idea from this source. I like to create my own personal cooking shows. I explain to an invisible audience and invisible TV camera what I'm doing. How fun is that? Turn your daily chores into a performance. When you're making lunch, pretend you're a famous TV chef, explain every single step to your imaginary camera crew. It makes practice fun, which means you're way more likely to actually do it.
Okay, let's shift gears to the afternoon. This is the perfect time to take a nice, relaxing break from whatever you're doing and focus on your reading and writing skills. Think of it as a little moment of calm just for you and your English practice.
For reading, I've got a couple of awesome recommendations. The Happy Newspaper is amazing if you want to de-stress while you learn because, well, it only has good news. And if you love stories, the Short Story series by Ollie Richards is an absolute must. They're written specifically for language learners like you. Okay, now for writing. We could talk about email, but I want to suggest something a little more old school. You've definitely heard of email, but what about snail mail? It's such a charming name for physical letters you send in the post because, they move slowly like a snail, and that slowness can actually be a really powerful tool for learning. So here are 2 really fun ideas. You could start a bullet journal just for your English journey, to track new words and how you're feeling about your progress. Or you could find a pen pal online and actually write real physical letters to each other. Writing by hand makes you slow down and think. And getting a letter in the mail, well, that's just a great reason to write back. How cool is that?
And just like that, we're at the end of the day. Now, the goal for the evening isn't to study hard. Not at all. It's all about winding down and immersing yourself in English in the most relaxed way possible.
After a long day, your eyes are tired, your brain is tired. This final piece of our routine is all about passive listening. You're not trying to memorize anything or analyze grammar. You're just letting the sounds of English become a peaceful soundtrack as you get ready for bed.
A fantastic way to do this is with an app like Calm. It has this huge library of bedtime stories read in these clear, soothing English voices. It is such a lovely way to end the day, letting the language just sink into your brain while you relax and drift off to sleep. It's like learning in your dreams.
So there you have it. We've taken the entire day and broken it down into 4 simple parts, each with a clear focus and a super simple task. Now let's just step back and look at how this all comes together to create one perfect day. In the morning, you've got listening. At midday, speaking. In the afternoon, some relaxing reading and writing. And in the evening, some passive listening to wind down. See? Each step on its own is small and totally manageable. But when you put them all together, they create this powerful, immersive experience.
And here is the main takeaway, the most important point of all of this. It's not about cramming for hours and hours. It is all about building small, consistent habits that you can actually stick with day after day. That's what makes language learning sustainable, and most importantly, it stops it from feeling so daunting.
Look, this routine isn't about doing everything perfectly from day one. It's just about starting. So as you look at this plan, I have one question for you. What's the one small habit that you're going to start tomorrow? Pick one thing, just one, and give it a try. You got this.